Thoroughbred Action is presented by Hardacre Farm.
Hello again, everyone, and welcome to this Wednesday edition of Thoroughbred Action. Jason Blewett joining you from overcast Gulfstream Park, but you know what? The sun is always out here in South Florida. 10 races to bring you on the show tonight as we kick off a new 6-day racing week, and we'll send it up for more with track announcer Pete Aiello.
Had a lot of overnight rain in South Florida, so we had to come off the turf here this afternoon. The sun came back out and leaves us with a good main track. First of 10 on the Wednesday program over that main track at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Field of 8, the heavy favorite was number 4, Party Tardy. Racing at Gulfstream. From the outside, Fiore wins the break. The favorite, Party Tardy's off in traffic, and Proper Princess is shuffled to last. So the early complexion changes with long shot Star Miley in front to half a length. Fiore is second, Unpo Divino on the outside is third. Party Tardy going to have to do it from off the speed today. Then back at the inside, it's just before from fifth. Racing sixth is Miss Stalwart. Then down inside, Dreaming of Aka, and Proper Princess got shuffled to last as they swing around the far turn. They complete the opening quarter in 22 and 3. Fiore and Star Miley have an early tussle. Party Tardy moving in down from third at the 3 furlong point. She's only a half length off the lead. 2 back to Miss Stalwart, driven from fourth. She got inside of Unpo Divino, then just before in Dreaming of Aka, and Proper Princess tries to get underway from the back with a quarter of a mile left to go. Jockey Edgard Zayas shakes up Fiore for the drive. She has inside position and the lead. Party Tardy is second through a 45 and 3/2 mile, well clear of Miss Stalwart, who's running home from third. There's an 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Zayas gives a crack of the crop to Fiore, and she's gone. Fiore running up the score inside the 16th pole. It's Fiore at 7-2, an easy winner. She won it by at least 6. Miss Stalwart gets up for second ahead of Party Tardy third. Dreaming of Aka ran fourth in 1:10 and 4. Number 4, Party Tardy, was tardy into stride, and it cost her the lead and the win in race number 1, as that win went to number 6, Fiore, under Edgard Zayas, for trainer Oscar Gonzalez and OMG Stables. 7, Miss Stalwart was second. 4, Party Tardy had to settle for third. To the second race off the turf, main track at 5 furlongs. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 4, 5, and 6. There was money for the New York Invader, number 2, Frosty the Dragon. And they're off. Level beginning. From the outside, Our Boss begins nicely. Twist Cat Candy on the far outside has speed. Frosty the Dragon from down toward the rail. 2 back to Moonstricking. Then Time Will Tell and Son of Greatness as they speed to the far turn. The advantage to Our Boss, a half a length in front. Twist Cat Candy on the outside second. Frosty the Dragon is reined back by Juarez to run third, 2 off the leader. Time Will Tell is inside of Moonstricking and trying to improve. And 5 to the trailer, Son of Greatness. 5/16 to go. Our Boss overhauled by Twist Cat Candy. Into the clear comes Frosty the Dragon. He's on the move. Time Will Tell him the red colors needs to find some place to go. He looks like he's going to go outside as they turn in. It's now Frosty the Dragon who comes away with the lead. Back to second is Twist Cat Candy. A late run from Time Will Tell with Our Boss. Final furlong, Frosty the Dragon by 2.5. Back to second. Here's a run from Time Will Tell. He's up into second, but Frosty the Dragon is clear. Give it to Frosty the Dragon for Tropical Racing by 2.5. Second, Time Will Tell. Third was Twist Cat Candy, and fourth was Our Boss in 58 and 1. Number 2, Frosty the Dragon sits off the speed and comes ready to roll inside the final furlong, moving clear for an easy victory under Nick Juarez for trainer Chuck Simon and Tropical Racing. 3, Time Will Tell second. 9, Twist Cat Candy ran third. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the rest of the Wednesday card. Don't go away.
The Pegasus World Cup Invitational is January 27th at Gulfstream Park, and that weekend we have something new, the Pegasus World Cup Betting Championship. I'm lucky to be joined enough by 2 guys who will be playing in this tournament, including
Ray Arsenault, defending NHC champion.
And
Hi, Acacia. I'm Ross Gallo. I'm a 13-time NHC qualifier and also a member of the NTRA Players Committee.
we're so excited for it. Join us here at Gulfstream Park. $500,000 expected pool, no entry fee if played on site. This is for the players.
Back now for the third race of the day at 5.5 furlongs, maidens of the state-bred variety. These are special weight runners and 3-year-old fillies. Scratch the 1, Nicky Can. Carlos Montalvo on 4, Wildcat Grace. Favorites included 2, One Breath at a Time, and 3, Our Little Secret. And they're off. From between horses, Our Little Secret gets the first call and is trying to clear the second choice of One Breath at a Time, and now we'll do that as One Breath at a Time is taken in hand to race in second and tip off the fence. The rest of the field move up with Ashley Nicole, from between horses Flash Me Not, then Wildcat Grace, and Lucille Bull. So Edgard Zayas has Our Little Secret on the rail and in front to the far turn by a length and a quarter. One Breath at a Time is second, racing in third, and a bit hard to handle is Flash Me Not. Outside of her is Ashley Nicole, inside and Wildcat Grace, and Lucille Bull is last. 22-2 for the opening quarter speed. Zayas takes a peek over his shoulder. He sees Our Little Secret has 3 parts advantage over One Breath at a Time, who's ridden but gaining second. Then it's 2 back to Flash Me Not, who's not firing third, toward the inside and running on a bit now. That's Wildcat Grace, and they're at the top of the stretch. One Breath at a Time comes after Our Little Secret, who's asked to finish the job. One Breath at a Time now overhauls Our Little Secret and moves away by a length. Our Little Secret is clearly second, then Wildcat Grace third, but One Breath at a Time. Hard work, but she's proving best. One Breath at a Time in front. Our Little Secret was second, third Wildcat Grace, and fourth Lucille Bull in 104-2. Favorites run 1-2 in today's third race, with the 2 One Breath at a Time coming away with the score under Amisael Jaramillo from trainer Stanley Gold and the Arundel Farm. 3 Our Little Secret was second, 4 Wildcat Grace ran third. To the fourth race off the turf, main track at 5 furlongs, allowance optional claiming event for 3-year-old fillies. Scratch the 5 and 7, a field of 7. The rail runner was favored, Richie's Lil Wildcat. And they're off. From the rail, Richie's Lil Wildcat, the favorite, is offensive-minded and goes right to the early lead from Red Dread, who comes away racing in second. Picara's out of there third. Then it's 2 lengths back to Drama Run, who's away in fourth. Outside and Rake It Up, inside and Little Bridge. And the early trailer is Mrs. Ramona G. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The leader is Richie's Lil Wildcat, and Tyler Gaffleone by a half a length. Red Dread keeps pace second. Picara's a 3 wide third. These 3 have opened 6 on a rallying Mrs. Ramona G. She was last early. She's running on fourth for Louise Sayas behind a 22-2 opening quarter with less than a quarter of a mile to go. On the inside, Richie's Lil Wildcat has a short lead, but Red Dread giving her all she wants on the outside. These 2 shoulder to shoulder for an eighth of a mile more. Red Dread maybe puts ahead in front. Richie's Lil Wildcat is now back to second, as Red Dread definitely has the lead now. Running on late is Mrs. Ramona G. In deep stretch, 5-2 the price. Red Dread the winner. It's going to be Mrs. Ramona G up for second, Richie's Lil Wildcat third, and Picara ran fourth in 57-4. Number 2, Red Dread, comes off a very good effort on the turf last time out, but she had form in Kentucky on the main track. She proves that here today as she handles the main track and gets the victory under jockey Miguel Vasquez for Kentucky-based Bill Connolly and owner Bernard Schaefer. Number 9, Mrs. Ramona G, rallies for second ahead of the 1, Richie's Lil Wildcat, who was dueled into submission and had to settle for third. To the 5th race and the start of today's Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six more than $1.8 million today. This race off the turf at 7 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for a price tag of $20,000. Scratch the 5, 8, 9, and 10. The favorites were number 3, High Flying Guy, and the 6, Nono Nino. And they're off. Good start for High Flying Guy on the outside, and No Nino has some speed. So does Judas Sunset, and so does Howdy Boy on the far outside. Howdy Boy now takes a narrow lead. High Flying Guy is at the rail, and from between horses, No Nino. They work a length and a half better than Ovechkin Yager, who's on the outside fourth, followed by Judas Sunset. In tight along the rail is Bernini, and the trailer is Mr. Sense. Down the backstretch and going to the half-mile pole at 9-2, it's Howdy Boy and Carlos Montalvo, who now lead by a length. Ovechkin Yager moves to be second from No Nino, who's now back to third. Racing in fourth is Judas Sunset ahead of High Flying Guy. Put 3 wide to try to make ground is Bernini, and still nothing from Mr. Sense. Around the far turn they go. They went 23-1 for the opening quarter speed. And up front, the leader is Howdy Boy by a neck. Up alongside, it's Ovechkin Yager from second. Judas Sunset third. No Nino ridden, trying to gain. Bernini's wide and not progressing. High Flying Guy kind of at a 1 pace. This is completely up for grabs as they run past the quarter-mile pole. Howdy Boy's got him stacked up a bit. He leads off the turn by a length. Ovechkin Yager, No Nino, Judas Sunset on the stand side with High Flying Guy with an eighth of a mile left to go. It's Howdy Boy in front. Judas Sunset charging at him. Howdy Boy, Judas Sunset at 50-1 one more time. Judas Sunset's gaining. Judas Sunset and Alvaro Doniz. Can they spring the shocker? Here's the line. Yes, the big bomber won it. It's Judas Sunset at 50-1 to get up to beat Howdy Boy. Third was High Flying Guy in 125-1. How about a 50-1 winner to spice up your life in the Rainbow Six? Is number 4, Judas Sunset, gets the money, and his third career outing under Alvaro Doniz for trainer Luis Luna and Harvey Tenenbaum. Second 7, Howdy Boy, ahead of 3, High Flying Guy, who had to settle for third. Nice early pick 5 today, and the early pick 4 just less than 1,000 for a 50-cent wager. Time for a commercial break. When we come back, we'll bring you the late pick 5. Don't go away.
We have to take care of these horses that, give us so much joy.
Being accredited by the TAA gives us instant credibility.
People trust us even more than they have before because they know that the TAA has been to all of our locations and that our horses are well cared for.
I mean, this farm wouldn't look the way it is, these horses wouldn't look the way they are if it wasn't for the generosity and the hard work of the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance.
They've united our whole industry in terms of the aftercare movement.
We're all working together for the same purpose.
On January 27th, the world's richest thoroughbred horse race returns. The Pegasus World Cup Invitational. 12 of the world's best horses compete for a record $16 million purse. It's an unforgettable entertainment experience you won't want to miss. At Gulfstream Park, one of Florida's premier entertainment destinations. Tickets on sale now at PegasusWorldCup.com.
Back now for race number 6 on the program, off the turf on the main track at 5 furlongs. The leadoff leg of the late pick 5. These were $16,000 claimers. Scratch the 2, 6, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All the money for the veteran, number 5, Sing Another Song. And they're up. Pioneer Pete gets the first call. Sing Another Song is chirped along to try to get to the lead, and he puts ahead in front with Eloy Rod moving to him on the outside. All About Yasom is down at the rail in third. Pioneer Pete won the break, but he's now fourth, and the trailer is the Oklahoma Invader, My Validation. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's the fleet-footed Sing Another Song in front now by 3. Ridden hard is Eloy Rod trying to keep up second. All About Yasom has an inside position. He'll be gaining ground now. He's into second, and he's about 4 lengths off the lead, so the favorites first and second with a quarter of a mile left to go. It's the 8-year-old veteran Sing Another Song trying to seal the deal. Comes off the turn with a 4-length lead. All About Yasom is the only one in shouting range ahead of Mount Validation, then Pioneer Pete, and back to Eloy Rod. Final furlong, Sing Another Song roused on the front end by Amisael Jaramillo, and he keeps going. Sing Another Song is an odds-on favorite, and he's an easy winner. Sing Another Song all the way. All About Yasom was second, Pioneer Pete third, My Validation ran fourth. Eloy Rod completes the field in 56-4. Number 5, Sing Another Song, maybe not as good as he once was, but he's as good once as he ever was, as he gets the victory under Amisael Jaramillo for trainer Jorge Navarro and Flying P stable. Big Gray goes all the way. Number 1, All About Yasom was second, ahead of the 4, Pioneer Pete, who ran third. We move now to the 7th race, maiden claimers on the main track at 6 furlongs. Price tag here was $12,500. Scratch number 10, Tornero, a field of 9. Favorites included 4, Gamer Girl, and 8, Silva Queen. And they're up. Poor beginnings for both Spunzig and Commissioned. Quick beginning out wide for Chicky's Trick with Gamer Girl and Sweet Deal rushing to challenge. Away in fourth is Silva Queen. They're followed by Dusty Bottoms. Maminka's unseated the rider. The 3, Maminka, is running loose. Then Dusty Bottoms to the outside and Quack Quack with Commissioned, and after a subpar getaway, Spunzig is last of all as they pass the half-mile pole. With the lead, it's Gamer Girl in front by a neck on the outside. That's Chicky's Trick second, Sweet Deal third. Acing in fourth is Silva Queen. Commissioned improves nicely toward the rail, 4 in front of Dusty Bottoms and Quack Quack, and still nothing from Spunzig. They round the far turn at the 5/16, and it's Gamer Girl in front, having to negotiate Maminka. Has now successfully done that as Maminka is now free of anybody else as they turn for home. Gamer Girl comes off the turn with the lead. On the far outside, Commission starts to make ground with Silva Queen between horses. Maminka still not doing Gaming Girl any favors here, and that's good news for Commissioned on the stand side with Silva Queen between horses. Jimenez gets to ride Silva Queen, and she gets the lead, and Silva Queen will win it. Second is Gamer Girl, third is Commissioned. Number 8, Silva Queen, responds to a major class drop and gets the victory when making her South Florida debut here today under Alvin Jimenez for trainer Larry Ravelli and Carolyn Wilson. It was 4, Gamer Girl, who had to overcome trouble with that loose horse, and second out of the 1, Commission, who finished third. To the 8th race now, start of the late pick 3. Claimers on the main track at 6.5 furlongs. Price tag here was $30,000. Off-time favorites included 6 Valdaco and 7 Mr. Joshua. And they're off. Mr. Joshua gets the first call. Valdaco moves to challenge. Down inside, that's Jersey Street, who moves up to take second. Adios Little Ed is out of there 4th, followed 5th by Midway Playa. Then it's a gap of 3 to the comebacker Motown Man. The accusers on his outside. The 2 at the back are Blind Ruckus and African Chief. Down the backstretch they go, and a quick pace being set here by Mr. Joshua, who takes the late money and opens 2 on Valdaco's second behind a 22 flat opening quarter. Adios Little Ed is 3rd on the outside, and 4th is now racing on Jersey Street. Gap of 4 lengths then to Midnight Playa. To his outside is Motown Man, then Blind Ruckus and African Chief with the accuser last, with less than 3 furlongs to go. Up front, Mr. Joshua leads. Valdaco working hard to stay close. 3 lengths back to the outside in Jersey Street from 3rd, then inside Adios Little Ed. Then it's a gap of another 4 lengths back to Midway Playa. 3 back to Adios Little Ed now, and on the inside African Chief, they turn in. Look at the half mile, 44 and 2, and up front it's still Mr. Joshua. He's in front by 5. No catching him. Mr. Joshua's a 9-5 winner. It's going to be Valdaco trying to hold on to second, African Chief, and racing him 4th is Midnight Playa. To the wire, Mr. Joshua easily. Valdaco second, Midway Playa 3rd, African Chief 4th, and Blind Ruckus finish 5th. Number 7, Mr. Joshua humbled a field of maiden claimers in his most recent race and took a major step up in class today, but his game was a big game as he went gate to wire. Very fast fractions indeed, and a nice win for Mr. Joshua today, giving Amisai El Jaramillo his 3rd winner of the afternoon. This one for Doble Jack Investment and Gilberto Zerpa. 6, Valdaco chased him, but he had to settle for second ahead of the 5, Midway Playa, who was best of the rest, while 3rd. Time for a commercial break. The late daily double still to come from Gulfstream. Don't go away.
A passion for horses and a commitment to breed champions is the foundation of Hardacre Farm. Founded in 1999 by Amy Tarrant, owner, breeder, and trainer, Hardacre Farm, now based in Ocala, continues its tradition of success. From the Breeders' Cup to Gulfstream Park, Hardacre Farm, from the breeding shed to the racetrack, in pursuit of producing the best.
Back now for race number 9 on the program, off the turf on the main track at 7 furlongs. First half of the late daily double. Scratch the 1, 4, 7, and 8. All the main track only horses got in. And the favorite was the Pletcher runner, number 9, No Sweat. And they're off. Good start for Magali, a good start in the center for Bonita Springs, who's now up and after the lead. On the far outside, that's Hidden to Win away in 3rd. Down to the inside, Longstocking is now racing from 4th. In between horses, that's the favorite No Sweat in 5th. Gap of 2 to Warrior Hall, who's outside of Phantom Opening. And Xena Rules is last of all as they race to the final half mile. Up front, the leader Bonita Springs and Jose Lescano, they lead narrowly. On the outside, Magali keeps the pressure on 2nd. No Sweat is running on from 3rd. Then down inside 4th is Longstocking. Following 5th is Hidden to Win. Gap of another 4 to Warrior Hall and Phantom Opening toward the rail. And still at the back is Xena Rules. 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed. Around the far turn they go. Up front, the leader Magali and Santana 3 parts in front. From the outside, Hidden to Win is now 2nd. No Sweat alongside 3rd. Longstocking is next. From the back, Phantom Opening begins to motor as they move to the top of the stretch. It's long shot Magali at the quarter pole with the advantage. Longstocking wants room on the inside for Castellano. Down the outside, No Sweat. Racing 4th is Hidden to Win, and they turn in. Magali still has the lead. Longstocking into the clear, trying to get to her from the outside, and No Sweat. Magali almost there, drifting but clear. Magali a length and a quarter. No Sweat 2nd, ducking inside Longstocking to the wire. Magali a 20-1 shocker. Won it by 2. Close for 2nd, maybe Longstocking over No Sweat, then Phantom Opening. Upset winner to start the late daily double at 20-1. Give it to number 11, Magali, off the 2nd start of the form cycle for trainer Pat Biancone and jockey Valdo Santana. Magali, owned by DP Racing, parlays a good run last time to a victory today at a nice price. 2nd, 2, Longstocking ahead of 9, No Sweat, who ran 3rd. To the 10th and final race over the main track at 1 mile. Claimers in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 4 and 6, a field of 8. Off-time favorite, odds on in fact, number 2, Midnight on Broadway. And runners away. Explosive Band away well, so was Sunset Catch. Here's Prince of England moving to challenge. Dawn Patrol has speed from the rail as they run out of the 1 mile chute. It will be Prince of England put on the engine by Miguel Vasquez, leads by 3 parts of length. Explosive Band and San Filippo together with him. Now they're 3 across the course. Tyler Gaffleone reins back Sunset Catch to run in 4th. 3 clear of Eye of the Lion in 5th. Then down inside goes Traffic Express ahead of Dawn Patrol. And the final race favorite, Midnight on Broadway, is last of all through the opening quarter mile in 24 and 1. 5 furlongs to run on the race, and the leader is Midnight on Broadway by if the leader is Prince of England a half a length. On the outside, San Filippo turns up the pressure second. Explosive Band is backed off third. Sunset Catch moves up on his inside. Then it's a gap of another 4 to Midnight on Broadway. He's 3 wide. Eye of the Lion between horses. Traffic Express at the rail, and the trailer is Dawn Patrol. They leave the backstretch and round the far turn. The opening half mile sped up to 46 and 4. That's a big time second quarter, and San Filippo responsible for that move. He goes to the top of the stretch on top by 5 lengths. Sunset Catches second. Midnight on Broadway 4 wide with Eye of the Lion between horses. That's all for Prince of England after 3 quarters and 1:11 and 1. Luis Castillo and San Filippo trying to hold sway. San Filippo now by 5.5. Up into second is Eye of the Lion, then Sunset Catch, a late run from Midnight on Broadway at the inside Traffic Express, but the winning move around the far turn made by San Filippo, who's on his way to an easy win. Second, Eye of the Lion, third, Midnight on Broadway, fourth was Traffic Express, then it's a photo between Sunset Catch and Dawn Patrol. Big upset to close the program, as well as number 10, San Filippo, at better than 13 to 1 for the money, making a winning move around the far turn under jockey Luis Castillo. Trainer Luis Duco Stable and Luis Duco Stable, Annabelle Costanzo. It's the same connections that brought you El Ciclone, an upset winner last Sunday. Second was number 8, Eye of the Lion, ahead of number 2, Midnight on Broadway, who ran third. Late pick 5, more than 2,700. We had multiple winners in the Rainbow Six today for more than 40,000 on a 20-cent return. That triggers a Thursday carryover in the Rainbow Six of more than $1.5 million.
And that's it. Another Wednesday card here at Gulfstream in the books. We're coming up on a big holiday weekend. Don't forget Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We're in action Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Thursday, and Friday as well. In fact, we'll see you here tomorrow with the 10-race card that gets underway at 12:35 p.m.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.